In this demonstration, we're going to look at two different ways to restore your files in your backup. The first method we're going to look at is using the file history function in Windows 10. The second method is a little more robust. We're going to look at the backup and restore tool that was introduced in Windows 7 and is still current on Windows 10. Using the Windows 10 file history for backing up your computer or your workstation only backs up your files. It won't back up anything else. You can't create a system image or anything like that. Let's go to the search bar. We're going to type in restore, and you can see right here, restore your file with file history. Okay, we can see that our file history is actively backing up all of our files. We're going to go to desktop. Let's say you deleted a file, so I had this file that was here at 2:46 p.m., but it's not on my desktop anymore. Let's say I deleted it by accident, or somebody else used my computer and didn't realize that I needed it, and they deleted it. You can go to the file history, select the file you want to restore, and click this restore button, and it'll put the file back to its original position. Now I can actually access and reopen this file and use it however I like. Because of the settings I set up prior, Windows will continue to back up all my documents and files on my system unless I tell it to stop or I change the settings. Now we're going to take a look at using the Windows Backup utility. The second way we're going to restore files is through Windows Backup and Restore. First, we're going to go to our control panel again. Here we go. We're going to go to the Backup and Restore under System and Security. Okay. Now from here, we're going to click Restore My Files. Now we're going to click Search and look for a file called Goodbye. You can see it found this file in our backup under Users, Test Out, Documents folder. We're going to click OK. Now we're going to click Next. We can see that we want to put it in its original location, or we can choose and select another location. We want to put it on our desktop. Click OK and Restore. That has successfully restored that file to our desktop. Now we can open and use the file. Alright, we can also browse or force files through the backup as well. If we go back to Restore My Files and click Browse for Files, we can actually go through our backup and browse the file system on the backup for any files we're looking for. It takes us to this basic Windows backup on the backup drive that we've mounted, and we can view the items. We can restore a favorite from our favorites, we can browse, and we can restore folders. When we have items to restore in our restore batch, we can click Next, and we can select in the original location, or we can overwrite other files in the same location. It's really just pretty simple to use. Just go back and click Cancel. In addition to doing direct restorations, we can also select other backups if we want to restore our files. If we select another backup to restore files from, we could click here, and we can see our backup. But we could browse the network for another data file if we have another one somewhere saved up on a network share. Say we have an external hard drive with a backup on it, and we plug it in. We could then map it from here and restore any data from that backup. That's it for this demonstration. We discussed how to restore files via the file history restore setup in Windows 10. We also covered how to use backup and restore to restore your files.